So welcome back to the Purple People Eaters. Yeah, I said the Purple People Eaters. If you grew up with people telling you war stories in the 70s and early 80s football era, you know they were referring to the Minnesota Vikings. Hint, the Minnesota tribe. But that's for another time. So what I would like to do really quick is discuss a thought experiment as an evil GM. House Marik is the cornucopia of the American military complex, added with some self-hate issues and fanboyism. And one of my favorite things about the over exertion of the military complex is that they built everyone's toys and nobody gives them the proper credit or respect that they're due as a merchant of death, the biggest merchant of death. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play out a thought experiment with you as an evil GM at different levels of carnage. Keyword carnage. So, let me get my stuff set up, and we're going to do two things. One, we're going to build an alpha strike list, but we're also going to use units. Someone told me what I'm about to do couldn't be done effectively, and I'm about to give them the bird. You're welcome. So, House Marik has an ungodly amount of Cyclops mechs. Just going to put it out there. Not only do they have an ungodly amount of Cyclops mechs, they have an ungodly amount of access to C3 technology. But again, House Karita does C3 best. House Marik could do C3 well, and I'm going to show you. So, and I'm just getting this set up. And the factions I'm using are Mercenary, and I'm using Free Worlds Elite. Not all the mini micro factions from Dark Ages. Bump that. No. Keep it focused. Stay with me. Pay attention to what I'm doing. All right. So now I'm going to share a screen. You know, this is your first time here in 2024 with Mecha Madness. You came in under a New Year's resolution of I'm going to pass on my evil GM skills to the universe, and I'm going to laugh maniacally while I do it. So let's start off with C3 Masters. House Marik, and we're doing 300, 500, and 750 point lists. And I want to build a list that is terrifying at 300 points, but I want C3. And there's a reason why I want C3. And some people will accept it, some won't, but everybody will get over it. So we're going to start off with inexpensive C3 first, meaning we're going to do the tanks first. Now, this is not cheap at 44 points for a company command vehicle. Yeah, damn. But let's go back. Okay, I only need one C3 master. Can I get one C3 master? Still pretty expensive. Okay, Shrek, 34 points. And you get a Morning Star, Morning Star. I don't want to play with a Tender Force. There's a method to the madness. But let's go back over here to vehicles. Sprint has C3, which is part of the plan. SRM Carrier C3 is part of my plan. Partisan Challenger. Buddy. I want to get some respect. Typhoon Urban Assault Vehicles. They're mercenary. But that's not the plan. So Shrek, 4 AMS, C3 is not supposed to get into a fight. Shrek it'll be. But a lot of people are like, why are you starting off with Tank? You'll get over it. Stop asking questions. I haven't steered you wrong before, and I'm not going to lie to you now. So the point is that I want to make players wary of walking out into the open. Not just in my campaign, but I've watched some battle reports where players think they're invincible and they want to get into some really quick and nasty combat and try to overwhelm the GM. I'm not for it. There's a Pegasus, and then there's another hovercraft that is super fast, quick, scary, and terrifying. Just don't remember what it is, and I'm looking for it. It's a hovercraft. Fulcrum. Yeah, buddy. All right. The Fulcrum regular. Does it get by mercenary? Yep. ECM. Okay. What about the two? The two tag ECM IF1. Three. I can't have it. It's too far. I'm trying to keep it in jihad era. Okay. Striker 36 people. No. Mm-mm. What does the maximum have? Ooh, infantry transport. We could put some battle armor in there. Hmm. Still sitting here plotting it out. Don't get mad. You'll be all right. And we're going to go to LRM carrier for the giggles. Oh, I'm not really going to laugh. It's going to hurt someone's feelings. So we had two snipers and two spotters. There we go. Um, yeah. 122 points out of 300. We're doing pretty solid. So C3 Lance. Okay. Back over here to Max with C3 that are pretty much dumb. Not dumb. Let's not be rude. Cyclops C. I think I don't get any sleep. So, yep, we're gonna do a Cyclops C. We're gonna do two separate ridiculous C3 lances. And because we don't respect the Cyclops, we're not upgrading the pilot. We're going to call them a paper tiger, butter bar, fresh out of OCS. Now, the true terror of said lance, we are going to make sure that there is a sunder in said C3 lance that scares and terrifies everyone. And believe me, it will keep players honest at a skill 3. Nobody wants to smoke. Right, right. Let's get a Raptor in there, R, and it gives you 40 points left to jeer at people. When I say jeer lightly. So, mm, mm. Actually, let's not do the Raptor. Let's do another useful mech of a respectable size. Black Hawk Coup, or someone I can shoot, 16 points. Mm. Okay, now we're really trying to skim the paint here of a mech that is small or nah. We don't really care. It doesn't necessarily have to be a C3 based mech. And I'm being too ambitious as it is. So we're going to start off with no. And we're going to get me a Strider or Owens. 40 points. Mech. Hermes. Spider. Rattlesnake. Who gets Venom 9 KCs in the Jihad? Free Worlds League. There you go. Venom 9KC. So, House Marik, we're going to stop the share for a minute so we can have a face to face conversation. House Marik doesn't get enough respect. Time to make them scary. You're an evil GM. Your mercenaries are coming to a remote planet. Nothing's remote. And your spies are hiring the mercenaries to go check out a research facility. Research facility. And as you have laid traps in the past for your players, they're a little wary of what you're up to, especially since you have two tracked vehicles, a helicopter and a hovercraft. Then you got four mechs that don't make any sense together. A light, a medium, a heavy, and an assault. What are you up to? So, with the less being said, you have two vehicles. Well, I'm sorry, you have four units with tag, but you have no artillery yet. But your House Merrick. It is 300 points. What's next? Let's escalate the horror really quick. So we're going to save print PDF, and we're going to jump to the 500 point list. Yes. Again, the New Year's resolution was me kicking around what can I do different on my YouTube channel, and my campaign has kind of fallen flat. Even though we have a consistent number of players, some people aren't comfortable stretching out of their comfort zones, and I'm tired of trying to go to the dentist with creativity. So I'm helping you all in your campaigns and things. So let's come back. And I'm not changing anything this time around. It's going to stay where it's at. So now we have one mech lance, we have one vehicle lance. We do not have a company command lance of anything yet. What's more aggravating to track down on the right terrain? A hovercraft. Why? Average hovercraft that's done right is moving at a team of three. And as long as you break line of sight and you stay out of ECM, it's impossible to catch you. So we come back over here. Sunder is a company command. And two C3 masters on a Sunder is intimidating-ish. IF2, 452, Omni tag. It's a beefy baby. I'm down for it. So let's get into it. We have a company command vehicle. Going to upgrade him a little bit. Have 135 points to play with. So keeping in mind that House Merrick would never, ever in real life put all their eggs in one basket, I got to respect House Merrick. So we're going to get them a Crusader 16. They're mercenaries. You can pick them up various places. But you also have the 6M, which is still Jihad. It still makes sense. IF1 case jumps to oh yeah, yeah. Crusader. 6M. Put a 3 in there. But I gotta get 2 more mechs out of this and then some more vehicles, so we're not gonna get too greedy. Another ugly mech only used by House Marik. Reaper. Yeah, it is ugly. This is mercenary. Gladiator. It's a gladiator is a mech. Nope, Comstar, mercenary. Hunchback 5P though. Everybody loves it. Yep. Hunchback 5P. All right. I got 39 points. My luck. Okay. So let's get me another medium mech. Fire starter. D. What does a fire starter D have, kids? ECM. That's yeah, whatever. Tag. I like a OB with tag. Fire starter OB with tag. Okay. Yep, can happen. Darn it. I have 6 points. What can I do with 6 points? Nope. Nope. No. I'm trying to keep it exactly 500. Now we're going to dip into the dark side of my mind. I like spotters that are cheap and disposable. Mm, never mind. We're just going to put another truck in there. So, I'm just checking. I want to know. Barrett, cargo, vehicle. It would be a more effective spotter than, yeah. Nope, can't have it. Jag and nab it. We're good with trucks. So 500 points, you have 15 units. You have a very solid C3 command company with 3 spotters. And it's not meant to be overpowering or stagnant or boring. It's designed to give House Merrick something else instead of the iron wall of death. But if you're still complaining, let me go back and show you an alternate 500 point list. You can have 2, won't bother me at all. We'll still be friends. I'm just waiting for this to finish saving. And some of you are like, you didn't give us anything scary. I can give you scaries. We're going to cut out the C3 command lance, go right back to 300 points. So, again, another vehicle that no one has a model for. Oh, Deputy Do. So, I like rolling eights instead of nines. And I don't want to be too expensive to roll sevens because they are 28 points a pop. The Lance of Yellow Jackets. So now, let's get into some other scary things. I'm trying to remember which Patriot has the Arrow 4. Is it the 2KC? Yes. And we know he's a monster. Monsters need friends. Now I'm under 23 points. I'm trying to squeeze in two max. Not happening. Also going to be a 4 pilot. And let's see. A common Marik Mac. Lucas. It's so cute. You got 12 points. So now you have 3 artillery pieces, 2 extra scout mechs, and then you have a security bodyguard tank for the artillery commander. And I'm perfectly fine with it. So what we're going to do is save, print the PDF. Then we're going to move on to the 750s. We never really cared or respected you list. Cool. So a lot of you are like, but we still have the hodgepodge of broke down, beat up, and leftover. Again, research facility, experimenting with different things, not really confident what they're capable of, building the drama suspense of a very scary response force, all that. So we're going back to the Sender B. We have a company commander. We're gonna make them a veteran or two, make them a 2 for right now. Then we're going to come back to mechs that have C3 that are Free Worlds League and yeah. And I want it to hurt. I don't like it when it hurts. You'll understand later. Avatar OD 551 overheat 1. It just speaks to me in volumes. Nobody wants to come around the corner of that mech the wrong way. Just putting it to you in realistic terms. All right, we got a Blackhawk, we got a Cyclops, we got a Locust, we got a Wasp, we got an Owens. Let me finally have my Raptor and Strider. A high-speed, long-range sniper doesn't need to be upgraded. The Strider is going to be your finesse mech. Go back. All right, the OD, Tag, C3, 3-2, Probe, Recon, not bad. The OC, 221, IF, man, it's garbage. The OA is too delicate because it has nothing to offer the firefight. So I'll take a Strider OD. 685 points. That gives me 65 points left. Okay. So that Sunder commander doesn't really have to be OG badass. I want more points. Now, we're going to turn off the C3 because I want to know what battle armor House Marik has. I know they got the industry general. Mm-hmm. Yep. Tornado. Spotter. Yeah. Annoying spotters you can't get rid of. Yes, we will do it. The Achilles laser battle arm. Mm-hmm. The Longinus. Okay, no, 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 too far in the future. Hmm. So last but not least, with the bonus points we have, we don't have it. So don't worry about it. But what I would like to do is drop that 40 points. Now get the long term. Get the cheap one. Nope. And we get some cheap fill-ins for spotters. Here's your alternate. Well, here's your 500 point list. Let's just put it to you that way. 750 points of terror. And I'm here for it. I would love to see what you guys do with it. Give me some feedback, some support, make me laugh. I like it. And we'll go over it because you have a very variety of hurt here. You only have one helicopter, but no one really cares. And you got three helicopters, but yeah. So let's open it really quick and get into it. We have a Shrek, a Sprint, a Pegasus, or LRM carrier for your first C3 lance. Cyclops, Blackhawk, Owens, Venom, second C3 lance. Your high-speed artillery response lance is two Sprint helicopters with two Yellow Jacks carrying Air 4s. Your secondary artillery security lance is an awesome Patriot, Locust, and a Wasp. No one really cares. They are cannon fodder. Let's call them what they are. Your C3 Command Company lance is a Sunder, Avatar, Raptor, and a Strider. Pound for pound, the most expensive 8 machine I could, without overdoing it, I could put in there. After that, you have 3 squads of battle armor, a long tom, and 2 flatbed trucks for a total of 26 units at 750 points. I do bad things. I do. I do. But try out these lists. Let me know what you think. There will be a 500A and a 500 point B list, and then a 750 master list. And I leave it with you in the folder. So happy 2024. I'd love to see some battle reports. I can drop this on my own and try it out, let you know how it goes. So